Yo, what is up? Trev TCG here, and today we're looking at Elves. Now, Dominaria United has just come out, and with it, some new tools. Quick look. And the tool for Elves in particular is Leaf Crown Visionary. Otherwise, you can draw out plus 1/+1 to got another Lord, but also, whenever you cast an Elf spell, you may pay green if you do draw a card. So it fills 2 roles in the deck. It provides you another Lord, so you have Clan Caller, you have Metallic Mimic. If you love it, if you hate it. But one of the problems, like playing cards like, I don't know, Beast Caller Sanctuary, weird stuff like ways to like keep going at card advantage, glimpse on a stick if you squint a little bit. So yeah. Other things, so we're playing a mono green version. There's a couple of weird things here. Unfortunately, Shaman of the Pack isn't on Arena, and so it's not It is not Explorer legal. I'll show you real quick. I do have a. This is my current Black Green Elves list for Pioneer. You see, you're splashing back for like Shaman of the Pack and sideboard cards. You can play like Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay. You can play Thoughtseize if you can get access to that. Fatal Push. It's really nice. There's another couple of things that aren't on Arena for Explorer. What's the other thing? I'm sure there's something super important. Because we're not playing because we're not playing, we don't have Shaman of the Pack. Actually, I'm not playing the finales either. So yeah, you have options anyway. Regardless. Oh, the other thing is that on Arena, in particular for Explorer, I'm running. Let me put this back away. Jaspiria Sentinel. Four copies. One, you've got more slots available. But importantly, like Grease Fang is super popular, and like Spirits, and having access to like a reach blocker you can just like make big is actually really useful. And like, yeah, it's like a mana guy. It's like a decent mana guy some amount of the time. But there you go. All right. Yeah. Other than that, like, you got obviously Elvish Mystic now up on here. One thing that because Elvish Archer is an M13, even if it was on Arena, is not actually. I guess it would be, but it's not Pioneer legal. So isn't in Explorer either. But yeah. Fairly standard, 4/4/4, 4 Elite, 4 War Master, 4 Clan Caller, Visionary, 4 Mimic, then 1 Marwyn, which I quite like. Like it synergizes really well with a bunch of your cards. You attack for a ton of mana. It's like I often kind of like, is it actually just better than Druid? And if you have it in play first, then yes. But if not, then no. If you're going into it, then the Druid is a lot better. And then Realm Walker just lets you kind of like go through your library. Obviously, Collector Company holds everything together. And land-wise, I'm playing 17 lands, so 15 forests, a Beseiju because we can. I've not activated it yet at any point. And then, again, kind of because we can, one Symbiosis. I don't want to load up because Mono Red is pretty prevalent. But yeah, it's not that far. There's a cost to it, but it's good. And this one I have used. I have not used Beseiju. If you want to throw all caution to the wind, you can like completely forget about Mono Red and play 4 of these. That is also totally fine. But yeah, there's one other thing I want to say before we get in. Oh yeah, so like all your kind of like lore creatures, with the exception of Mimic, so like Visionary, gives you the card advantage. Hand Call tutors for itself, and War Master obviously has the ability that you can pump your creatures. This is how you're winning the game reasonably often. They all like all these cards just like do a ton of stuff, basically, and that's pretty nice. Yeah, as a sentence, I don't have a board here. I'm just gonna put us into best of 1 Explorer event. Again, if you want to look at this like sideboard, if you want ideas for sideboard, I quite like Shaper Sanctuary. Heroic Intervention's a nice one. Control is very popular in Explorer, at least at the moment, and yeah. Getting Wrath is not fun. Other things, I'm currently trying Loaming Shaman as like a way to deal with like graveyard stuff. That's when you get Coco into it. It's like like the worst form of endurance you've ever seen. But yeah, there you go. And yeah, like Reclamation Sage. Yeah. All right. Anyway, right. Let's get into this. All right. This is the first thing I was like, oh, this new set's out. Let me craft 4 Crown Visionaries, just see how good the deck is. And the deck's very good. However, that control matchup is pretty tough. Post-board I think it gets better, but hey. Got a reasonable hand here. Obviously, the Symbiosis is pulling the second land. So, okay. Abzan Greasefang. And now you're under pressure because you don't have interaction for the Greasefang at all. We have a Sentinel in hand. We don't necessarily want to reveal that, but obviously they're going to get to go. We get to make a play here, they get to make a play, we get to make a play, and then they could just have us dead. Or like pseudo dead. Obviously we're going to play our mana guy. I'm kind of stalling out here. But now, like, depending on what they do here, obviously they have a count stay away. We're not blocking this. Would you believe it? Obviously if they have to rely on this, it takes a bit longer. Shockland. Oh, Wither Bloom Command's brutal. This card is one of the reasons to play Abzan. Yeah, it does a lot. Being able to kill the mana guys is really, really nice. It does deal with some problematic permanents, and also you can just like mill and bring a land back. It does kind of everything you want to. Like maybe one of the best reasons to play Abzan. Abzan in a really rough spot then. So we've not seen a palette. They've not got a ship yet. Let's shock this. We'll play the elf and the reach guy. Oh. Are they? Okay. We are missing land number 3. Which could be tough. Let's see how things go. I don't know if we're going to have time to be like, oh yeah, we're going to make it true. So they have awesome interaction, right? I do love the Greasefang decks. I'm going to block this. Now we're going to, like, in lethalish range of the Greasefang exactly. Parhelion 5 plus 2 4 is 13. I'm saying it like I have tons of agency here. I'm gonna make the druids, and then use it with the sentinel to make a mystic. No whammy. Bit of shock here. Okay, you just man, it's vigorously salvage. This deck's sweet. A bunch of awesome cards. Greasefang is like, there it is. The hit, carry it. Okay. For the end of the world. I mean, we're not instantly dead. Now we have some decisions to make. We have access to a lot of mana on our turn. We can definitely double Coco. I think I'd no blocks this. Take 5 and then try and put together something mahusive. Do they? Because now I can company into company. Second one is 6. We actually want to leave the Jaspira Sentinel untapped. I basically do I want to just get a bunch of lords? The answer is probably yes. Just grab the 2 lords. Then we can do this on their turn. I'm just say go. Yeah. The other thing we can actually color is something sick. Going it to company. This is all 6. Oh, the thing to consider maybe is if I didn't take a lord, I could have put this up to 8 and we get double company out. But so this is okay. I don't have any way to interact with that. No, I don't have any. This is fine. We'll work it out. Yeah, I don't even have any like recommendations as main here. I guess I'm gonna do this. Huh. Let's prevent the lethal attack back. Theory. So this is 9 flying. We can't anything else through. And on the ground, just want to worry about interaction. So 2. I don't want to lose a lord to getting like it's if they have a removal spell here, we're in. We maybe don't have lethal. We lose 2 lords, which means then we lose. This guy sees a light. Yeah. Well, acid. The other thing is there's a way to make it. Oh, if they have a Witherbloom command, we're dead anyway. But they'd probably cast. Do they cast it pre-combat? I don't actually know. Drain mode on it, right? Yeah, target opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. I don't really have any. Yeah, there it is. Rah. If I block the if I block the 5/5, I suppose. Yeah. I think I did punt. Or potentially. So if I take like a Dwynen's Elite there, we make an extra guy, which means you actually get 7 mana off of the Druid. Then we can make an extra mana with the Reach guy, and we can cast 2 companies instead of 1. But we still need Reach blockers for the flyers, otherwise we die. So we have to commit a Reach blocker to that. So then we're like, okay, now we need to find like 2 more Spirit Sentinels. Our top 8. I don't know. Greasefang is tough. Like, you don't have interaction, and that fishbowl is just faster than yours. At least when you're on the draw. If you go, like... the other thing is that they just have the interaction for you, and you do not for them. So, like, if you go, like, Elvish Mystic into Dream Druid, into, like, double Dwynen's Elite, make, like, make a million mana things, your fishbowl is still kind of turn 4-ish. Most of the time. You're a little slow. Can't really afford to keep this. This will run with one of these on the bottom. It's not a super strong opener. Yeah, the Sentinels are kind of like just like a call out to the prevalence of Greasefang, the Angel deck. I'm sure everybody loves. And three of the more popular decks. Mono red. I'm just gonna get stomped here probably. Oh, okay. Rob is gonna come in. Don't have anything to do with our Sentinel here, really. There's no play we can make to make it like a live blocker. Okay, so whether do we want to sequence Mimic first into like double spell next turn with like War Master Elite, or go the other way and make the War Master? Like, in case of really, what the real question is which of these I'd rather live. And it's probably the War Master. They can make a bunch of chump blockers. The thing is that eventually they'll have an Ember Cleave, and they'll be able to kill me through blocking dudes. But we're planning on drawing out of this. Got to play to our outs. Not necessarily the best showcase of the deck. If we get quick like 3-0'd, then yeah, that's a tough one. And the deck has Mortals. I am more excited about the deck in Pioneer just because like with Shaman in the pack, the possibilities are there's a lot more possibilities. There's just not enough incentives to play black. Like the incentive to play black would be like, alright, you can play little push and thoughts in your sideboard, which is good, but obviously the best one right now. And then you have access to like Herald, the like 3 mana 3/2 that lets you search the top like 5 cards or 1 elf, which isn't worth. But hey. There's some really good payoffs, we're just not really seeing them. Is whether there's a space in this Explorer format for like linear well, the space for like linear non-interactive decks, but like I think the floor has to be. Oh, this feels bad. Pretty high as to what you can get away with. All right, so I'm gonna War Master fully using this Sentinel with the War Master and make a few tokens. Populate our board a bit. Now they start being able to like access Emically if they want it. Maybe they go Bone Crusher Giant go, but okay, yeah. If they attack, I'm just gonna block with all. We'll do what I said I would. And now I'm like, do I want to cast the Druid or the Realm Walker? Obviously, the Druid, getting the Druid into play this turn's just better. No attacks. Then, so if they attack, well, actually no, they're actually like a couple of turns away. I'm able to activate. I'm like kind of down to Trump block, but also want this for mana. This is 6. I think I just block here. To get to cast off of this. Nothing like actually important. I think I'm happy doing this. Definitely some damage. Again, we are just gonna be eventually dead to number cleave. Alright, Realm Walker, don't fail us now. Not misclick. We want Elves. There we go. Well, this is going well so far. Okay. Alright, we saw some payoffs. I'm sure some of these. And if they attack, we block with all the. If they plan to land on attack, then we block. They're out, so just Amber Cleave. But hey, you got to see us do something. Nice. Alright, the 1-on-1. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Realm Walker carrying us there. And the Arena Shuffler, I guess. Okay. One interesting thing about this deck is that there aren't a ton of 3s. Well, you have some. Obviously, you've got a Circle of Dream Druid, a couple of other different. Like, you have Realm Walker. You have a bunch of like cards you want to play on turn 2. This actually works out okay, because we're going to go War Master into Elf here. This into the. There's a lot going. There's a lot to talk about. Talk about it. If you being rich and you still man, let's talk about it. I presume I presume this is spirits. So like, only thing I can really telegraph when you play Snow Covered Island. And yeah, here's a sailor. All right. All right. Here's the suit. There's a new like curiosity. Is that the one on the effect. This can get counted. I go 1, 2. It leaves 3. I go Dwayne Sleep. That's still fine. I don't know if I necessarily want to hold up Coco here. Basically, I think this kind of plays into that. I think actually just trying to be more mana efficient. I'll cast this first just to see if they counter it. If they have a force spike, well, that's fine. Okay, there you go. There's the snare. But basically, now that we actually have a sustainable board, like we're obviously winning the race. If they want to sit there and hold up counter spells or Coco, that's totally fine. Just hit them with sticks. The strong draw. Again, kind of like basically I want to be able to attack my creatures. We actually can pay 3 mana here as well. We get a little blown out by what's the 1 mana bounce spell called that describes one if it's 3 or less? Lost. No, I can't remember. If you're lucky, I'll have edited it in here. I think I'm just gonna do. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, step out the back's a nice one. Losing that's kind of fine. Like we're still threatening like a fairly lethal attack. This is coming back on the counter as well. Never forget. Never forget. Hmm. Me here promising to give you the name of the card after I've like abandoned what it is. They stopped playing it. Oh, they might have. Interesting. It's like a card that crops up every now and again, sometimes. Don't mind me. Alright, they're not having it. That's fair enough. And yeah, apparently I actually just can't remember the name. This is killing me, so I'm just gonna go have a look. Fading Hope, there you go. So I was playing 1 here. It's like a nice casual. And you get some value because you can use it to reset your stuff, replay things. Well. Right. Back in we go. We're 2 and 1. I've also forgotten the name. Okay, Fading Hope. There we go. I was say I've forgotten the name of the card already. Yeah. It's weird with like Pioneer's kind of like the goal for Explorer, but it's not there yet. And obviously, there's some massive holes in Explorer. Like most notably at the moment, the Devil spells. But I think Wizards are just like, well, we might still ban them, which would make a lot of sense. But you know, they haven't yet. Those like Monastery Swift Spears, a bunch of other. This is awkward. We don't have a 1-drop, but I think we were kind of like pressing the keeping. Like we're leading like Metallic Mimic. Oh gosh. I don't know if it's anything as hated on Arena as the Angel deck. But or beside me. Might be a little too slow here. Depends how nice their draw is. If they have 2/4 Angel into company, then we're probably just... Which isn't a great sign, really, is it? Yeah, well, you know. Just... Oh, we also need, like, a company. That's okay. Still not, like, not the greatest. This is... not far off this. Oh, this is really rough. Let's make this, and then just try and maximize next turn. We'll see. None of my cards matter at the moment. That's the problem. Nothing even... Oh. Correction. Well, this is better for me than, like, company. Definitely. They're at 24. They go to... What? Never got life, like, right? If there's 25, I think 27 to activate this. No blocks. Then next turn they should be able to get a land, which is rough. Go master to off. And see how we're doing. Untap plan, Coco. Alright. Yeah, actually good game. I just... hate's a strong word, but I'll be brave. I'll say it. Just gonna pick up our keyboard. They get like another angel at a time, I kind of put like... Too slow, Sonic. Alright, this hasn't gone super well. It did look like we were going to get swiftly O3'd, but, you know. Okay. You really need the one drop. Even if it's, Reach Elf Mana Guy. It's, I don't know, yeah. That functions so much worse when you're stuck. And then, yeah, we were, like, stalled off a company as well for, like, a couple of turns. They had the apparition. Ooh. Fish. You can still make it. You can still make it. You like 5 on the trot. Together we try. In fact, yeah. Can't complain. Good. I'd rather play. Used to be. I'm very tired. Let's see what they show here. Ooh, Black Red's interesting. So, I actually don't mind the Black Red matchup. You'd think it'd be very polarizing. They're like Fatal Pushes. Like, I'm probably War Master here because it's got the biggest upside, but like, yeah, like, they're playing Fatal Pushes, they're playing Stomps, Strangles. They've got a bunch of interaction. But with Visionary and Realm Walker, presuming we can draw like enough lands so we can keep up spell-wise. At the minute, this is pretty awkward. You can kind of draw out of it. You end up with kind of, not necessarily better draws, but more draws. Yeah, that also kills creatures. You're like triple visionary though. We're definitely gonna offer Did I put Catline Caller? I want the Visionary in play, but it's gonna die. Huh? To be fair. I'm gonna try and keep one alive. Also, like, we're gonna offer the trade, because otherwise this kills this. This going for this is worse. Depends what else they have. Like, the War Master also made a guy. Like, okay, cool. Like, basically, it's weird because my like ideal draw here is like forest, and I can go like plan caller plus draw a card. Or we make this. If we make this, then we can start already popping. But then they've got I think see, they've burned through these. If I make this, they go like Chandra. We're still not in the worst spot. What do the other things look like? I mean, Lord. This way actually it's attack as well. I kind of like. Yeah. Hold on to the Chandra because we're not going to be paying twice at the moment. And we're gonna want, if they like kill this one, we're gonna want to basically have one sandbagged, one in the pocket, you know, or in this case, two in the pocket. The War Master's a good draw, where we find out actually all along in like normal black red, Islands as well. I reckon they have it. How greedy? How greedy is it to go for it? That's super greedy. We're on like 18. Fuck that. Yeah, okay. One danger right now. This turn I actually don't want to draw a card. I don't want to offer the trade here. I'm gonna go War Master into Mystic. Make a guy. All of a sudden, there you go. You just kind of like play through their removal, then have more card advantage later. Either like making tokens with a War Master, drawing cards of Visionary, Theory Realm Walker, Company. I think this is the problem with Black Red, in particular. I will say the blue light control matchup where they get to like 4-for-1 is not more like 3-for-1. Even when you're going like, alright, I'm gonna play my War Master, make a couple of tokens, hold a couple of things in hand, they're still gonna go like, yeah. There are enough rats going around. Alright, here's a Chandra. Now, this should kill the War Master, I think. I know. Yeah. Just because they just haven't got a way to deal with this going wide with tokens.
Oh, that's nasty.
We have 4 mana though, so we can just jam 2 Lords. Get in. We jam 2 Lords, 4, 4, 5, 5. So we present a lethal attack. The Chandra ticking up is not actually that much of a concern. But we want to make sure we do hold back. Oh yeah, it's fine. Now we're like, alright, we can extend a bit. I'm gonna decline. I'll make another Visionary. And then I need to block 2 things. That's not true. They can just block a 5/5. Push is good though. Still, so they can block Trespasser on the Clan Caller, and then if they want to, they can jump on. They can just keep the token around. They'll take 4. Really down a Lord, but it's still looking good. If they are playing Meat Hook, it's best of 1, so maybe that adaptation comes through. Obviously, you wouldn't expect it in like a starting 60 normally. If we get Meat Hooked, I reserve the right to be unhappy about it, basically. We're on 7, 3, 5. we take the guarantees. I'm gonna pay this. Alright. Try and make the lethal attack here. The worry... not the absolute end of the world if they... the last card is a removal spell. I guess it has to be, right? They remove a lord, they can then block the lord with a trespasser, take 3/6. Okay, well. Things are happening. They have to block with something else. Ooh, hang on. So if they make trespasser lives. Ugh. They can copy the trespasser. If they have land, they can copy trespasser, attack, 2 us with Chandra. Yeah. If they have a... oh no. Are you kidding? Is that enough? 3, 6. Oh gosh. Do they have lethal? So if they copy the trespasser, so it can attack. Oh, we have a blocker. Yeah, okay, maybe not. We can animate here, but that's kind of okay. I'm just gonna fire off a company, see what happens. This can also make tokens that this isn't one thing that I get tripped up by sometimes is this is not a sorcery ability. And just make another one here. I'm gonna no attacks and then we just have lethal next time. We get to gain some life. I don't know what I put in here. Like I made some attacks that were like potentially bad. Like, alright, cool. This is good as long as I don't have the one real spell. Like we lost a lord for free. At some point that could have just not attacked with. But then Chandra's also in a position where you can minus again here. They're looking to like minus Chandra on the War Master. Hopefully have a removal spell for the Visionary. 3 life's actually pretty huge. Maybe you just minus on the Visionary because then the other tokens are 1/1s. Oh, do they end step make it? How many creatures left? I have a ton. I was like, how much can they keep pinging me for with the graveyards? So, make a token. Then you eat. I have the bots already die. Rough. It did pump.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own. Time.
That's the online reflection's pretty nuts. That doesn't really make a difference there. So can I activate this? Oh, they're on 5. They can make one of these, have 2 creatures. They get to exile 2 cards, they get to go to 7. What with 2 things, like we don't have any of these attacks here. Can we live? There's too many creatures. Each activation here represents 2 damage. So I guess I'm gonna play this. Is there a way? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not having a way to answer the reflection stuff. me hoping I played the Visage on like turn like three and not turn like. I could have used it. I actually can't remember. I think I'd have thought about it. If not, I think we'd have thought about popping the Fable. I'd like to anyway. Give myself past self the benefit of the doubt. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. This night away. Sheesh. What a way to go. Well, this didn't go super well. I think the black-red matchup is quite favourable. That was rough. We lost to Reflection there. And it shows the power of it. You don't necessarily see Reflection pop off that much, but normally it's like there are answers to it, or like things are going well enough anyway that it doesn't matter. That is a Reflection one-land game. Kind of cool. Take our 75 gems of 1 pack and go back to the drawing board. Just again, I do think the deck is good. I definitely get punished for interaction. Maybe I need to play some. Maybe I need to try out some kind of like interactive cards I can hit off Coco in the main deck. Whether that be Silly Centaur or like just some Reclamation Sages and stuff. Having access to one's good. Maybe going for the finale Devastation build. And cutting a little bit of the chaff here. Okay. Like, obviously we had games that we didn't draw a 1-drop, but I think 4 Desperate Sentinels actually is quite a lot. Maybe too much of a hedge. Maybe you want to play 2 just so you have the best chance of hitting 1 in your opening hand. And then, yeah. I'll experiment around with this a ton more. But I think next time I queue up, I'll be trying out Finale Devastation, just a couple of copies. You can tutor for different things. Then having a couple of different bullets to tutor for. It also gives you just like an I win the game card. If you have a ton of money, you can just win the game with it. But yeah, there's some other like interesting cards to try out, and I'm gonna mess around with the deck in Pioneer as well. But at some point in the next month or so, I can expect a deck tech in that. And yeah, and maybe even drop a modern one. Well, other things coming up. I'm recording this on Sunday, the 4th of November. So the set came out a couple of days ago. I know that this Monday I've got a the Night of the Reliquary pile deck that's coming out, and then I also have a couple of things to upload. One of them's an Edison deck tech for Yu-Gi-Oh! My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype of all time, which is called Twilight. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. If you have any decks you want to see, either like featuring new cards from Dominaria, just like Explorer decks, standard decks. I don't really play much Alchemy or Historic. Like I dabble a little bit, but I have access to most of the cards on Arena. So let me know. And then the same goes in paper as well. The other thing that's coming quite soon, I think, is I'll be doing a Gym Leader Challenge deck for the like Rapid Strike War deck I put together for that. That should be out sometime this week as well. I know I've talked about it a little bit. But yeah, keep an eye out. If you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more stuff like this, please drop a like, let me know in the comments, and consider subscribing to the channel. Woohoo! Peace out.